בוקר טוב, אנחנו נמצאים באיכה, פרק א', פסוק ז'. זכרה ירושלים ימי עונייה ומורדיה כל מחמודיה, אשר היו בימי קדם לנפול עמה ויצר ואין עוזר לה. ראו הצרים, שחקו על משבטיה. Alright, זכרה ירושלים ימי עונייה ומורדיה. ירושלים remembers while she is the days of Oni, meaning the days of a whole ban that brought her to Oni. מה זכרה? זכרה ימי עונייה ומורדיה. מורדיה means צער. So בזמן הצער שלה והבכי שלה, she remembered her past. So there's just called double pain. Yeah. Ish Adam, let's say his parasite is booming, everything is great, but unfortunately something happened. He's in pain. But he's having a good time. Meaning he's, his business-wise is fine, marriage, his kids. But here, it's a double. He was all the way up in any aspect, in money, in Yerushalayim, הכול היה. Now, כשירושלים in a place of tsar, so you could suffer, which that's one pain, but then there's a double pain. I suffer now, but I'm in a bigger pain because you remember the past. My past was great, was so good. So Omer HaNavi, Zachara Yerushalayim, he zachra the past, which she lost that past. That's one pain. And second pain, now she goes through so much pain and sorrow. So Pasuk Zayin is telling us that Yerushalayim talks about double pain. Now, when she suffers during the days of Oni and Sa'ar, which that alone, it's pain, remembers the good days that she had and she lost. Shnei she'evim that the person has. Sometimes people, they keep in a pain, what they go through, but not enough. He remembers the past. I used to have a good life, good quality life, and I lost everything. הבנו את זה? יש צער ויש צער נוסף, דובל, וזה מה שכתוב פה. אז כל אשר היו מימי קדם before the חורבן. And now, בנפול עמם ויצרם, when they fell to the hands of the enemy, ואין עוזר לה, and nobody is there even to help. Not only that nobody is there to help, they all betrayed her. ראו הצרים, their enemies, ראו אותה, שחקו על משבטיה. So you have your enemy that sees you, that alone, it gives you pain. But not only that the enemy saw, and it's quiet, but the enemy goes ahead and makes fun. אומר רש"י, what does it mean, שחקו על משבטיה? שמחו על שביתת מסוסה, הגה חודשה ושבתה. That the goyim, they were happy to see Am Yisrael no more laugh, no more happiness. Why? Haggah, that's the holidays. Hodsha, that's Rashi Chodashim. Shabta, that's the Shabbatot. So, Am Yisrael, they used to have the Shabbatot were special. Rosh Chodesh was very special. The holidays, 3 days on the Jewish calendar, that for us, those days is the happy days. Is days of Simcha, Shabbat, Rosh Chodesh, Yamim Tovim. So, Sahaku al Mishbata. No longer we keep Shabbat, no longer we keep Rosh Chodesh, and no longer we keep the holidays. So we lost our Simcha. And on that, Sahaku. They saw us not having those 3 special occasions that we lost. Yeah, we're getting it? So that's one pshat Omer Rashi. פירוש אחר אומר רש"י, המדרש אגדה, שהיו שובתים בגולה בשבתות בימים טובים, ושובתים בשביעיות, והיו עמוד משחקים עליהם, אומרים, שותים, בארצכם לא שמעתם, עכשיו בגולה תשמטו, בארצכם לא שמעתם, עכשיו בגולה תשמעו. He says here that the goyim were laughing on Am Yisrael. In the country, you didn't keep Shabbat. In the country, you did not keep Yamim Tovim and Shmitot and everything else. Now, when you're outside the country, now you keep Shabbat. Shmatim? Sahaku al mishpateha. Now that you're outside the country, now you keep Shabbat. You hear this?
It's like a rebuke also. It's chok rebuke.
It's chok, but it's chok shem. No, rebuke זה תוכחה, פה לא
כן,
ככה.
אבל זה
לא נכון, הם שותים, you guys dumb. מה? Yeah. פסוק ח' בכבוד אריאל. ח'.
חטא חטאה ירושלים, על כן לנידה הייתה, כל מכבדיה יזירוה, כי ראו ערוותה, גם היא נאנחה ותשוב אחור.
חטא חטאה ירושלים. חברים, we had 7 psukim questions. What was the question? The question is, Echa yashva badad. Right? So what's the answer? In pasuk aleph אמר לך, Echa yashva badad. How come? הוא לא ענה. ואיכה בכל תבכה בלילה ודמעתה על החיה ואין לה מנחם. How come? ואיכה הגתה יהודה מעוני ומרוב עבודה. ואיכה דחי ציון אבלות מבעלי מועד וכהניה. Till pasuk ח' it's the questions. So much, pain, וצער, and problems. כל זה, and the question is, how? And what's the answer? Here comes pasuk ח'. Do you know what's the answer? חטא חטאה ירושלים. עם ישראל did so many עבירות. על כן, and therefore, לנידה הייתה. And therefore, עם ישראל ילכו לגלות. הולכים ממקום למקום. כל מכבדי היזולה, all the nations that in the past used to respect us, זלזלו בנו, they mocked us. כי ראו ערוותה. הם ראו את הבושה של עם ישראל, how we behave. גם היא נאנחה. ותשוב אחור. So if you're asking why, how come, the answer is the big sins that Am Yisrael caused all this pain. דבר מדהים, why it says חטא חטאה? תגיד חטאה ירושלים. The answer is, כי כתוב, היה חטא, it was a sin that lead to the חטאה ירושלים. Meaning, don't think that Am Yisrael, we know Haya adultery, Vaya Shama, the murders, Vaya Shama, the worship idols, right? But don't think that Hurban Beit Hamikdash happened because of the adultery. No. Haya was a small sin that lead to another sin and to another sin. And then he got to the biggest avirot. So if you ask me, how did Am Yisrael end up to do the big sin? It's because of this first sin, Shahatu. If you look in the Targum, you hear this, yeah, you hear Isaac. אומר התרגום, מה זה חטא חטאה ירושלים? You see? חובה רבה. What is חובה רבה? A big sin. But what lead to the big sin? You know, no Jew or no person jumps from being religious overnight, throws everything. אין כזה דבר. אתה מתחיל בחטא קטן, you start with something small. You're sticking with the classes, and then it's praying Habit Tzibur, Na'avit Tzibur, and then Shaharit you pray home, and then why do you have to pray the whole Shaharit? We can do Amidah and Kriyat Shema, and then it's okay only Kriyat Shema, and then okay I can put Tefillin once a week, and then you drop Shabbat, and then Pitom you see so when Goya. And then you have kids, Hashem Yishmor. How did it happen? It all happened once you slacked from your class, and then you looked at the Shaharit, and then the whole thing is already history. אבל איך זה קרה? זה מה שאומר פה ירמיהו הנביא. חטא! It was one sin that led to חטאה, to the big sin. אדם לא חוטא, boom, in one shot. Drops everything. אין כזה דבר. It's against nature. The same way a person doesn't become religious overnight, the same way a person religious doesn't become non-religious overnight. It doesn't happen. It takes process. Now what's the process? One sin חטא. כמה אדם צריך להיזהר to keep himself strong. לא ליפול. You see, we have to understand, אין כזה מושג, אני מתייאש. אין להתייאש. You know why? Because you're a soldier. At a hayal. You are a soldier. You saw a soldiers, when they go to the war, or when you're in the army, you go through training, and it's not easy. Local, caché. They have the training can be 3 months, 6 months. Not easy. And then you go to a second base and the third base, and then you go to the war, and you get hit, and you get beat up, you end up in the hospital for 6 months, and then you go back. You keep going. Why? Because someone who's a soldier, there is no such a thing, it's so hard for me, I give up. You give up. You're gonna get beat up for giving up. You hear this? You're gonna get beat up for giving up. What are you giving up? Makot. Why? You're in the army. How can you say, I'm giving up? We need to know that we are soldiers. And we're in the Hashem's army. And if you're in Hashem's army, you have to know there is no such a concept of I give up. And yush. But there is challenges, that's okay. אבל מה אתה מתייאש? וזה מה שקרה פה. חטא, עבירה אחת. Then you give up. And once you give up, from there to get to the place of חטאה ירושלים, a big sin, it's not too long. So what's the message? The message is no giving up. It's hard, it's okay. זה קשה, אתה נופל, it's okay to fall down. Absolutely, it's okay. Maybe it's healthy sometimes, and it's okay. אבל אין להתייאש, just give up.
וזה ייאוש כמנו נספסו?
איפה
הייאוש נכנס?
מהחטא, איך אדם חוטא? עשה עבירה, אוקיי. ואחר כך, מה אתה עושה? What do you do after? Just give up. For giving up, that's how you end up in חטאה. אבל חטא, okay, just get up. Keep going. Keep going. Once you keep going, you're going to get far. But I did a sin and I failed and you give up, that's it. You just killed yourself. Because from there, I still want to learn one of Muhammad. He keep on When a person is in a stage of ייאוש, יכול, the biggest sin is ייאוש. Why?
ייאוש is bigger than the sin.
Again, the biggest sin is ייאוש. Why? Because ייאוש is going to bring you to the biggest sin, to do the biggest sins. שמעת? בתורה לא כתוב אסור להתייאש. אבל הייאוש is going to bring you to do the biggest עבירות.
Is ייאוש lack of
והשמחה תביא אותך לעשות את המצוות הכי גדולות שיש.
Is ייאוש lack of אמונה?
לא שייך לאמונה.
לא, אני שואל.
זה לא שייך לאמונה, מה פתאום?
זה לא...
No, not at all, not at all. The opposite. אני מאמין שיש גיהינום, that's why I give up. זה לא נכון בכלל. הייאוש זה a state of mind that my feelings are so down that it takes your brain out. אתה כבר לא חושב and you just give up. זה רגש.
הוא לא מאמין שהוא יכול לחזור, לא?
זה לא שאלה שהוא לא מאמין שהוא לא יכול לחזור. הרגש שלו אומר לו, I'm out, I'm done. אל תיתן לרגש הזה, הייאוש, to take you down. Let your brain work, put the emotions on the side and keep going. כמה אנשים מאבדים, they lose their life and happiness because of this mindset. They give up. סוגים, they don't see any out of their 400. They're in a box. המוח שלהם כזה קטן, לא יכולים להסתכל על big picture.
Sometimes זה יכול להיות חולי, he cannot...
מה זה חולי?
He needs a psychiatrist.
שילך. לא. הוא says no. They go to a psychiatrist. הפסיכולוג הכי גדול זה האדם עצמו.
Yeah, but if he cannot help himself...
Okay, so that, but I'm saying that the biggest psychology is the person himself. שמעת? הפסיכולוג הכי גדול זה האדם עצמו. כשאתה לא יכול, then you go to other people to pull you out. אבל באמת, האדם, if you think and you work on yourself, אין ספק, האדם יכול להגיע רחוק. אין הרבה כאלה אנשים, but I saw people. אז זה עבודה, וואו, זה עבודה. זה עבודה כל החיים. זה עבודה כל החיים, it's your entire life. שהאדם צריך לדעת ש... Listen, people go through, bumps, כל החיים. The entire life. The entire life. ומי ש... And whoever is used to think and to do decisions from their mind and not from emotions, they reach very far. איש אנשים אפילו בשעת המוות, their mind is still focused, ועדיין עובדים. יש אנשים, since he finished elementary, he never graduated. He's 75. והוא עדיין נמצא בכיתה זין. כי לא חושבים. והראש לא בריא. That is not healthy.
זה גמרא, סדר את הראש.
לא, לא דווקא. לא. יש אנשים once they close the גמרא, גם השכל נסגר. They don't think once to leave the room. צריך לדעת לחשוב. החיים העמוקים, life is big. לחשוב על החיים. חטא ירושלים. איך הוא הגיע לזה? It's a state of mind. I just give up. Okay, you did one sin. So get up and move on. No. And then that's another sin. I'm not saying that I'm giving up. But one sin to another sin to another doesn't stop. Why can't you stop? Because surely. Nobody says that anything is easy. But get up and fight. לכם שאם אדם לא יודע לעבוד על עצמו במוח, הרגש, the emotions can take over your entire life, your house, your marriage.
It's a fight against the יצרה.
What?
היצרה מביא את הייאוש for the בן אדם, and he wants to make, oh, you already did a sin, you know, you're hopeless. זה היצרה מכניס לו בראש את הכפירה, והוא צריך להילחם נגד היצרה.
אתה מביא אותו גם כן. You bring him in. You bring him in.
No, once you did the עבירה,
It doesn't
you
matter,
brought him
stop.
in.
No, okay, and now קיש. בחוץ תעמוד. It says לפתח אתה תרובץ. מה זה לפתח? what do you mean לפתח? לפתח, פתח means
Opening.
door. So he's by the door. He's by the door since you were born till you die. That's it. He's by the door. Question is, you're going to bring him in or is going to keep him, you know, a house? You know, if you have somebody comes in, you knock on the door, rings, knocks. After 1 minute, you go and answer, no. If he knocks and you open the door, then you're done. If he knocks and knocks and knocks, and he said that you don't open the door, my ass, he leaves. But is he going to keep banging and banging and banging? לא, כמו שאתה לא אומר לו. זה צריך לדעת. הייאוש means somebody banged the door, you opened, ואתה אומר לו היי, ואתה בוכה, ואתה בתוך הבית, you don't leave, ואתה בדיפרשן. מה שטויות? Get up. זה לקום. Get up. It's a mindset שאדם צריך להכניס לעצמו, I don't give up. כל החיים זה big challenge. אנשים, every little things, גמור, מה קרה? כל העולם, יש לך את כל העולם, מה קרה? אשתי והילד אוקיי? נמשיך, אז continue, פסוק ט', חבוד מוטי.
תלומתה בשוליה לא זכרה, אחריתה ותרד פליים, אין מנחם לה, ראה אדוני את אני כי הגדיל לאויב.
תלומתה בשוליה. אומר שירושלים was like אישה, she's נידה. אז זה נידה שהבגדים, the clothes is dirty, מוכלך, but you can see it. And the meaning is, שאומר רש"י, מה זה תלומתה בשוליה? כלומר, חטאותיה גלויין הרבה עשתן בגלוי. The sins that they did in ירושלים was in public. כולם ראו את העבירות שלה. So that's תומעתה בשוליה. The תומעה, the עבירות that עם ישראל did, זה היה בשוליה, everybody saw it. לא זכרה אחריתה. אומר רש"י, כשהיו חטאים, when עם ישראל, they used to sin, לא נתנו לב, they did not put their heart, מה תהיה באחרית? What's going to be in the end? Meaning, you don't think. The לא נתנו לב. They did not pay attention and think, what's going to happen if I do that? They do a sin and another sin. Yeah, Habibi, you're going to get paid. You're going to pay for that. Think. לא נתנו לב. אומרת התורה, אומר הנביא, לא זכרה אחריתה. לא נתנו לב what's going to be in the end. And therefore, ותרד פלאים. They went down so fast. אבל מה זה fast? That whoever saw, he was wondering, Pele, how did it happen? תראה מה קורה להם. How did it happen? It happened because the Baruch Hu was waiting and waiting and waiting. But when it comes, boy, מגיע וזה פלאים. אין מנחם לה. It was in a place that nobody was there to talk. לנחם אותה. אומרת ירושלים, ראה השם את עוני, כי הגדיל אויב. השם look. האויב, their enemies, their pride. They're taking this pride. תראה איך הם מתפארים, תראה מה עושים לי. פסוק י' מיצ'י.
ידו פרס צר על כל מעמדיה, קראת הגויים באו מקדשם, אשר ציווית לא יבואו בקהל לה.
ידו פרס צר שר אומר, רש"י, עמון ומואב, two nations that they were called our enemies. So our enemies, which is Ammon and Moab, they came to the Beit Hamikdash, Ba'u al kol mahamadeha. And Rashi explains the Sefer Torah, I'll explain it in a minute. קהילת הגויים באו מקדשה, they came to the Beit Hamikdash, אשר ציווית לא יבואו בקהל הלך. הנביא אומר that when the Churban took place, the Goyim went inside the Beit Hamikdash. Many nations came inside. All of them came to steal the gold, the silver, the copper, the amount of vessels. Shel Zahav, Hayu Shama. The walls were covered in gold. Do you know that they have trees in Beit Hamikdash out of gold? Hayu Shama Etzim, Shel Zahav, growing in Beit Hamikdash.
A miracle.
Huh?
Miracle?
This is the first Beit Hamikdash?
But first, שמעתם את זה? היו עצים, היו נותנים פירות של זהב.
What do you do with פירות של זהב?
יופי. The whole zahav in the world, the purpose of the zahav in the world was only for Beit Hamikdash. So that's it. That's why אין הרבה זהב בעולם. תראה, anything that you need, oxygen וכדומה, it's everywhere in the world. אתה חייב, it's everywhere in the world. Something that you need 24/7, it's everywhere in the world. That's the מה שהשם עשה. Less than oxygen, what do you need? Water. 3/4 of the world is water. And their food. And then it goes less and less and less. How much pearls you have in the world? Go dig in the ocean to find it. You don't need. It's nice for a woman. You don't need. It's extra. The extra, it's not everywhere. You have to go and dig to find something. Again, because you don't need. Kesef, silver, same idea. Gold, the same idea. Go dig everywhere somewhere. In the mountains, in the caves, and you find gold and silver. What's the purpose of the gold in the world? באמת? זה לבית המקדש. אם נסתכל בספר בראשית, תסתכלו. תראו בספר בראשית. Let's do it quick.
Diamonds גם היה שם?
בואו נסתכל
Oh,
on page 9. פסוק י"א. שם, it talks about the 4 rivers. Right? We got 4 rivers. ונהר יוצא מעדן להשקות את הגר משם מפריז והיו לה 4 ראשים. Right? בפסוק ז', ד', שם אחד ראשון הוא הסובב את כל ארץ החבילה, ששם הזהב. פסוק י"ב, והוא זהב הארץ ההיא טוב. שם בדולח ואבן השוחם, פה יהיו, בסדר מותי. המדרש אומר, הוא זהב הארץ ההיא טוב. On this pasuk, the Midrash brings down that the whole purpose of the gold in the world was only for Beit Hamikdash. That's why the menorah and the shulchan, the aron, and everything we had everything was covered in gold. The Kodesh HaKodeshim was covered with gold. הקירות, כל הקירות היה gold. הפריים היה על ההיכל. היה שלך שם הפריים של זהב. מלא. The purpose of gold זה בשביל בית המקדש. שמעתם? So let's continue. So באו הגויים לבית המקדש and they stole silver and gold and copper, wow, all the beautiful vessels. והיו שמה hundreds and thousands. You know, every morning in Beit Hamikdash, every morning for the Tamid Shahar process, they had to take how many kelim? For the Korban Tamid Shahar every morning.
זריקת הדם, the knife, the זריקת...
2.
זריקת הדם ושחיטה.
Okay. If you open the Gemara, 93.
או 93.
93 vessels, only Tamid Shel Shahar. I'm not talking about the Kine Negina. Skip everything. Just for the Tamid Shel Shahar, the Korban that you do in the morning, only for that, they use 93 types of 93 vessels. And everything is, of course, Zahav B'Kesef. And you have to know that shifts, היה להם שם shifts, היה להם שם כל מיני different כלים, different משפחות, different families. The people used to donate money to Beit Hamikdash. And then כמה כסף היה שם? You can imagine how much? So they came and they stole everything. There were two nations that they were looking for something else. They were looking for the Sefer Torah. And they went to the Sefer Torah and they burned the Sefer Torah Shayar Beit Hamikdash. Why? Because there is something in the Sefer Torah that they don't like. מה זה? תפתח פרשת כי תצא. פרשת כי תצא, if you look on page 556, in פסוק ד', מה כתוב שם? יהידס לא יבוא עמוני ומואבי בקהל השם, גם דור עשירי לא יבוא להם בקהל השם עד עולם. The Torah says Ammon and Moab are out. Even if the one becomes Jew, you can become a Jew. You convert, Shamayim, but you'll never get married to any Jewish girl. Even after 200 generations, it doesn't matter. Lo yavo Ammoni u'Moavi b'kal Hashem le'olam. Ammon and Moab, they got very upset. למה? יש עליהם או פרשה של בושה. So that they didn't like it. So when the Goyim came to Beit Hamikdash to steal money and silver and gold, they went לקחת את הספר תורה ולשרוף אותו. Why? כי כתוב לא יבוא עמוני ומואבי. אז זה מה שכתוב, ידו פרס צר, their enemy, he stick his hand על כל מחמודיה, on something שזה החמדה, something that you desire so much. מה זה נקרא חמדה? הנחמדים מזהב ומפז, that's the Torah. So את החמדה הזאת they took, ומה עשו? שרפו. כי ראתה גויים. כי, זה לא because, it's when, כאשר ראו הגויים באו מקדשה, אשר ציווית, because you said בתורה, לא יבואו בקהל לך, עמון ומואב, they cannot come to marry into a Jewish families. על זה כתוב שהם באו ושרפו את הספרי תורה. ועל זה בעצם מקונן את ירושלים. תראה מה עשו, they came in, they took the ספר תורה and they burned the ספר תורה. הלאה פסוק א' אלון.
כל עמה נאנחים מבקשים לחם, נתנו מחמדיהם, והאוכל להשיב נפש
נפש.
ראה אדוני והביטה כי הייתי זוללה.
כל עמך נאנחים. You know, the big famine in Yerushalayim was so bad that they gave up everything just to have a slice of bread. And by the way, if you think about bread, let's open a minute to Parashat Chokotai. Let's see מה כתוב שם. On page 370. מה כתוב? פסוק כ"ו. ושברי לכם מטה לחם, ואפו 10 נשים לחמכם בתנור אחד, וישבו לחמכם במשקל, ואכלתם לא תשבעו. Everything is going to get rotten. And then what's going to happen? פסוק כ"ט. ואכלתם בשר בניכם ובשר בנותיכם תאכלו. You're going to cook your own babies and you're going to eat them. And if you think it stopped there, there's been a Hazal that one lady she made a soup out of her baby. And the neighbors shared the food. And after 2, 3, 4, 5 days, you're hungry. So they go to the next lady. Now it's your turn. Now you have to slice and kill your baby, and we're going to eat from him. Because you ate my soup Monday. Today it's already Friday when it's a soup. That היה conversation during the first, during the
Why just kill yourself? מה להרוג את הבייבי? Kill yourself, מה להרוג את הבייבי?
אם כתוב פה ואכלתם בשר ביניכם, זה היה. כשאדם רעב, זה מה שעשו. אתם יודעים, זה היה נורא והיום, if you read the מדרשים, מה היה בבית הבעיה חורבן. אם התורה אומרת שיהיו אנשים, זה היה, זה לא...
מה המידה כנגד מידה?
אם תלכו להאמין בקרי.
בקרי.
תלכו להאמין בקרי. הכל מקרה, we don't pay attention, בסדר, לא קרה כלום, it's okay. Look, Echa פרק ד' פסוק י'. And it says here, פסוק י', תקרא מותי.
ידי נשים רחמניות בשלו ילדיהן.
That's it. The ways of the mothers, the woman, is to have pity on the children in a way more than the man. The nature of a woman is she has pity on her children more than the man. It's the Kirman show. I mean, you can see it. If you take votes, any community, any city, any country in the world, votes. Take anybody, who do you like more? People at the age 40, 50, 60, 70, who like more? Your father or your mother? Let's take votes. And now, what do you think what's going to be? Or what's going to be?
Depends if it's a boy or girl.
What's the difference? Gosh, Let's give up. You call, you cry to your mother. בפסוק הזה יש פירוש שמדרש רבי דוד הנגיד, one of the Rishonim, he explains why it says ידי נשים רחמניות. רחמניות means mercy. מה הפשט? He explains that the nature of a woman is to have so much. I mean, why should we go far? Who's always there for the kids? Who takes the kids to the doctor, to the dentist, to the school to pick up and drop off, and who's up in the night, and nurse and everything? Who? The mother. The man says that's your job, and he goes to business, he goes to his work. Nama, ki rahmanit. And after all, the Nabi is telling us that person that has so much pity, his heart turned to become a rock. And those mothers, they took the children, they slaughtered them, they chopped off their heads, אז זה היה. בידי נשים רחמנות בישלו ילדיהן, וזה מה שאומר לך פה. מה אומר לך פה? He says, כל עמה נאנחים מבקשים לחם, נתנו מחמדיהם באוכל להשיב נפש. Whatever precious thing that they have, they gave everything up just to get a slice of bread. My chacham was something antique. They had 2,000 years. They give it up, sell, just to give you a slice of bread. ירושלים, כל זה קורה בירושלים. כל זה קורה בארץ ישראל, בירושלים. שמעתם? להשיב נפש, just to have something. איי. ראה השם בהביטה, כי הייתי זוללה. ירושלים סס אשר ריבונו של העולם, תסתכל, what happened to us? We used to be so royalty, right? Right? Regal. People that they were so regal. היינו זוללה, כמו זולל בסובב. איך, מה זה, איזה אוכל, איך אוכלים? מה קרה לנו? ירושלים אומר, השם ראה, what happened to us? כי הייתי זוללה. שמעתם מה כתוב פה? זה הפירוש, the way we explained, ייתן השם רחמניות, that's פירוש, that, we explained to Rabbi Midrash, Rabbi Yonatan Admoni explains that the way of the woman, she has more mercy than the man, and after all what happened, I'm sorry, ייתן השם רחמניות בשלו ידיהם, what a curse that the mothers, by nature, the right was such a pity on their children, they flipped and their heart became a rock. By nature, a father is going to give, he's going to do anything for his son to save his life. So that's one way to explain. Rabbi Shalom explained this a little different. He explained, like Idan just said, it says, Kerachem ab al banim. And I know some ladies, some others, they're not going to like this pshat, but what's that meant? The Rabbi Shalom explained, what does it mean? Yedin Hashem Rahmaniyot b'shtuyot dehen. Alei katuv kerachem ab al banim. Doesn't say kerachem em al banim. Then what's the difference between the rachamim of a father and rachamim and mercy of a mother? What's it? I mean, there is definitely a difference between a mercy of a mother and a mercy of a father. What's the difference? Shmos. A mercy of a mother, it comes from emotion. It's a regish. Versus a mercy of a father, it comes from the mindset. Look, a mother, she carries the baby 9 months. The baby was born in her blood. The renal. She spoke to him for 9 months. I said, okay, take it easy, don't kick chill. מדברת איתו, I love you, מה קרה? היא מדברת איתו, she talks to him. מה קרה? He doesn't even talk to you, and he kicks you again. Well, I don't. לאט, take it easy, I'm going to give you something else. Wait. בתוך הבטן שלה, in her womb, Hashem creates the baby. And then the minute he comes out, the doctors right away tell the mother, come take the baby. He says this moment is very important. People that they took the baby away. בשעה שאתם 3, 4, אחר כך נתנו לאמא, אומרים שזה עשה משהו. זה יכול להשפיע not only relationship, זה יכול לפגום. זה לא פשוט. Today, right away, they take the baby, they give it to the mother. She has to have the baby. We keep it, let him grow, and then I'll pick him up. When he starts to walk, I'll walk with him to the school. For now, you take care of him. But there's something amazing. No matter what, you see fathers by the bridge of the Eilid. Wow. We love. How can we love? You didn't do anything for him. You did zero. Mazi, it's a pellet blowing. When the man, the father, he has ahavat to the child without even carrying him and changing diapers and nursing, he do nothing. But Madim, Aisha lo. I once read, I don't know if it's the Orah Haim HaKadosh. I think by the klala of when Hashem cursed Hava, oh, Rahim, ראיתי בחף השם אומר על הפסוק, אומר שמה שהקדוש ברוך הוא ידע של האישה, he needs to work on her. So מה הוא עשה? He made sure that she carries the baby. So that's how she can develop pity on the child. And that pity says forever, but זה לאמא. This is a father, זה רחמים במוח. ולכן, a father can hit and smack his son even though it hurts him. זה כואב ואין לי ברירה. פעם, זה לא מכה. Why? You have to, צריך לחנך אותך. האמא הרבה פחות. Who hits more? The father. האמא אומרת, wait when the father is going to come, I'm going to tell you. All right, probably for 10 years I hear the same story. האמא לא נותנת. היא אומרת, הבעלה בכבוד, נו משברך בכבוד. She doesn't touch so much. למה? כי כואב לה, איך? אבל אבא נותן. So the rabbi explained me once, what does it mean ידי נשים רחמניות? זה משהו לא יאומן. אמא של רגש, all her pity to the children is רגש. When she is hungry, so hungry, like what happened in Beit Hamikdash, at the time of Beit Hamikdash, her rahamim on hers, you have a baby and you have yourself. I'm so tired when the baby is crying. So she gets up. Hamim between versus her and her child, he's crying, takes her over and she picks him up in the middle of the night, right? Because Hamim al is more than herself, right? בזמן הרעב בירושלים, הרגש של האמא עלה in a way. It overcame the baby, ומהרחמים האלו, אכלה את הבייבי שלה. אמא יכולה, אבא לא יכול. האמא בשלט ערב, לא האבא. Who cooked the baby? The mother, not the father. כי האבא, הרחמים זה שכלי. והרחמים האלו, נכון שזה רגש, אבל המנוע שלו זה מוח. So how can I even go ahead and kill my son? אני אמות ברעב ואני לא אשחט אותו. אבל האמא, הרחמים, זה רגש. כשהרגש הוא גובר על הרחמים שלה, so she can get to the point to cook her child and to eat him. That's why אומר הנביא, ידי נשים, איזה נשים? רחמניות! בשטוי ילדיהן. אבל אבא רחמן לא יכול, אף פעם לא בשביל ילד. אבל אומר, after all, the Nabi says, after all, it says the woman, not the man, not the father. כי אבא לא עשה כזה דבר. And that's why עקדת יצחק, אומר הרב, why the עקדת יצחק זה אברהם ולא יצחק? כי אברהם אבינו היה מוכן לשחט for his son יצחק, not the opposite. And yet, הלך אברהם, and he went to slaughter his son יצחק. איזה נקרא עקדת יצחק.
נגד הכל.
פשוט, דיברתי. שורות טובות רבו ישראל בעזרת השם יסבורך.
דברים, כן.